Hello from Plant Reviews. Today I will talk about the Eremurus hymalaicus, the Himalayan foxtail lily. Today is 23rd of May, so it's the start of the late spring. Eremurus is a genus of about 15-20 species distributed between Europe and Asia, mostly Eastern Europe and Asia. They are known as foxtail lilies because, as you can see, the raceme of flower actually resemble the tail of a fox, or also desert candles. They belong to the family Asphodelaceae. Eremurus is a plant that is again distributed in the being Western Europe and Asia. Most Eremurus are hardy in the UK. This is a deciduous. This genus is a deciduous perennial, and the tubers is particularly shaped because it looks like an octopus. Basically, there is a center with 5, 6, 7 or more projections, quite long, really sticking out like it was an octopus. The projections from the center are particularly fragile, so you have to be careful to handle the tubers very carefully, and also when you plant them in the ground, it's better that you signal the area where the Eremurus is, just to avoid, when the Eremurus is not in leaf or in bloom, to avoid crushing the roots. The tubers need to be positioned very superficially on the ground, about 5 centimeters, 5 to 10 centimeters deep. Ideally with the center of the tuber at the top, in the most superficial position, while the projections need to be gently put downwards in the ground, avoid obviously to break them. The projections are quite elastic, however, only at some point. I'll just avoid to break them. And the leaves again are deciduous. They are bright green, as you can see, and they start withering. You see they are actually drying off when the plant is in bloom. The blooms vary according to the species in the Eremurus. Some are also, there's different hybrids. Some are yellow, some are pinkish, some are orange, some white. However, in Himalaicus there is a species, the flowers are pure white. The plant, together, with the flower scape, reaches a height of about 1.2 1.4 meters, so about 120-140 centimeters. It's a little bit shorter than me, and the flowers are born in really an abundance on the raceme. I really can't count how many of them for sure. There's more than 100. They start opening from the bottom of the raceme, and then they continue opening to the top. This is a plant that is very much loved by pollinators, and produces also an abundance of seeds considering the amount of flowers born in the racemes. The flowers are pretty small themselves. They're about, I would say, 2-3 centimeters, probably 3 centimeters in diameter. However, there are so many that the display is really spectacular. You can see actually in the center of the white flower the yellow centers as well as the yellow anther. So it's a very elegant plant, as you can see. Considering the height is ideal for the mid or back border, according to obviously what other plants you have in the mid or back border. Usually Eremurus are put in the back border, and they are very easy plant to keep, as long as you are careful to put them in full sun and very well drained soil, because the roots can rot quite easily. They will be very happy in the garden, and ideally should be planted near other perennials that are able to mask the withering leaves. when the flower is in bloom, and then obviously the plant will completely disappear in late summer until spring when it is dormant. It's very important anyway that you don't have perennials that can block the sun, because really the sun for this plant is particularly important, as well as a good drainage. Again, remember, if you put them in the ground, to be sure that you remembered where you put them, or otherwise, again, put a signal to a post, or like to remind you where the Eremuruses are, because considering that the tubers need to be planted very shallow, when you walk around the garden and you accidentally step on the tubers, you might break the tubers. So it is very important that you have this, you to remember where you position the Eremuruses. And again, I think it is a very a particularly beautiful plant. At the moment I'm cultivating it in a pot. The tuber was for farmer grazing in Netherlands. I'm very happy that it bloomed the first year, so the spring after I planted it, and hopefully the plant will be bigger in the next few years. Eremuruses tend to multiply quite easily, both vegetatively, so with more plants from the same tuber, or also by seeds. Indeed, there's some gardens that are kind of invaded by Eremurus, because the seeds are able to grow quite well in in many countries in the northern hemisphere, including in the UK. Again, this plant is fully hard in the UK, so just plant it in autumn, well-drained soil, full sun, and we will have a spectacular blooming in spring. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.